In life, there is a silent wound almost everyone carries. A wound that never bleeds, yet quietly drains the spirit day after day. It's the wound of comparison. You see someone running ahead, earning more, shining brighter, and without even realizing it, a small voice whispers inside your chest, "Maybe I'm just not enough." But here's the truth nobody tells you. Sometimes the problem isn't you. It's the path you're comparing yourself to. Tonight's story is for anyone who has ever scrolled through someone else's life and felt smaller. Stay with me, because Ethan had no idea that one simple morning would change everything he believed about himself. There was a peaceful village, surrounded by golden fields and a forest so breathtaking that travelers often stopped just to feel its silence. In that village lived a boy named Ethan, the kind of boy who worked hard, helped everyone, and tried to smile even when his heart felt heavy. But Ethan carried a wound the world couldn't see. Whenever Liam topped the class, Ethan stared at his own marks and felt a cold sting in his chest. Whenever Ryan bought new shoes or gadgets, Ethan felt smaller inside. Whenever kids raced across the field and outran him, something inside him whispered, "See? You'll never be like them." Slowly, comparison became the cage he lived in. He stopped laughing with friends, stopped enjoying the games he once loved, and even simple things like drawing or helping his mother felt heavier every day. But the worst moment came one night when everyone in the village was asleep. The silence felt heavy. Ethan lay awake staring at the ceiling, eyes burning, whispering to himself, "I try so hard. Why am I still not good enough?" In that moment, his spirit quietly cracked.
The next few days were even harder. Ethan made mistakes at school, forgot things, avoided eye contact, and spent recess walking alone. One afternoon, while watching his classmates laughing and playing in the sun, Ethan felt tears forming. He turned away quickly and wiped them before anyone could see. But inside, something had already broken. It was a soft, silent heartbreak, the kind that doesn't make noise, but changes everything. And sometimes, life waits for you to reach that breaking point before it sends the right person to guide you. One morning, a wise old man arrived in the village. People lovingly called him Grandpa Joe, a man whose presence felt like calm water and whose gentle smile carried the warmth of sunrise. Everyone trusted him. Ethan, carrying all his pain alone, finally gathered the courage to approach him. "Grandpa," he whispered, his voice trembling, "I work so hard, but when I see others doing better, I feel so small. I feel like I'll never be like them." Grandpa Joe looked at him closely, not with pity, but with deep understanding. After a quiet moment, he said softly, "Come to the oldest tree tomorrow morning. Your answer is waiting there." Ethan didn't know what that meant, but something in Grandpa Joe's voice planted a small seed of hope inside him.
The next morning, under soft golden sunlight filtering through the branches, Ethan walked to the old tree and found Grandpa Joe waiting. The old man pointed towards the forest and said, "Look around carefully, Ethan. What do you see?" Ethan observed the landscape. Tall trees reaching for the sky, shorter ones resting quietly in the shade, some heavy with fruits, others bare and simple, some strong and wide, some thin and bending gently with the wind. "So many different trees," he said, "all different but somehow beautiful." Grandpa Joe smiled. "Now imagine the apple tree looked at the coconut tree and cried, 'Why am I so short?' Would that make sense?" Ethan laughed and said no. "And if the coconut tree wished for sweet fruits like the apple tree, would that be right?" Again, Ethan shook his head. "They're different, but both are important." Grandpa Joe nodded and said, "And yet, the forest feels perfect to you, doesn't it?" Ethan looked around again, really seeing the harmony for the first time. They walked deeper into the forest until they reached a quiet pond where silver fish glided beneath the surface and a bird soared freely in the sky above. Grandpa Joe pointed and said, "Tell me, Ethan, if the fish wished to fly or the bird wished to swim deep underwater, would that make sense?" Ethan smiled softly. "No, Grandpa. Fish are made for water. Birds are made for the sky." Then Grandpa Joe placed a gentle hand over Ethan's heart and spoke the words that would stay with him forever. "Then why do you want to be like someone else? Why must you fly like another bird when your strength may lie in oceans they can never reach? You were not meant to walk someone else's path, Ethan. You have your own gifts, your own rhythm, your own ocean. Life begins to bloom when you stop comparing and start becoming." And for the first time in months, Ethan felt something inside him lighten, as if the forest had lifted a heavy stone off his chest. Ethan didn't magically transform overnight, but something inside him shifted deeply. He stopped staring at Liam's grades, stopped measuring his life against Ryan's money, and stopped comparing every step he took with someone else's timeline. Instead, he began asking himself a new question each morning. What is my strength? He helped his father in the workshop, discovered he had steady hands for wood carving, learned he had patience, many didn't, and started enjoying the simple things again. Some days old doubts tried to return, but now Ethan had something stronger: direction. And direction is far more powerful than perfection. Years passed, and Ethan built a small woodworking business, simple, honest, and crafted with love. People admired his work. Children looked up to him. Adults trusted his advice. One day, a young boy approached him and asked, "Ethan, how did you become so successful?" Ethan smiled, the same warm, wise smile Grandpa Joe once gave him, and said, "Never compare yourself with others. If a fish tries to fly, it will always feel like a failure. But if it swims with all its heart, it can own the whole ocean." Ethan's journey teaches us that comparison doesn't just hurt you, it quietly steals the life you were meant to live. Your strengths are unique. Your timing is different. The sun and the moon don't shine together, yet both matter. So tonight, before you sleep, ask yourself one honest question. What strength do I already have that I've been ignoring because I was too busy comparing? And for the next 7 days, stop tracking other people's progress. Start noticing your own. Do one small thing every day that aligns with your gifts, because small steps build identity, and identity builds destiny. And remember this, you were never meant to be a copy of someone else. You were meant to become the one version of yourself that the world has never seen before. Your ocean is waiting. Walk toward it. If this story touched you, save it. Return to it whenever you forget your worth, and share it with someone who deserves to hear the truth.